Honey, just wait a week. And then if you still want to come home, I'll come get you.
Promise, Daddy? I miss you so much.
I miss you too, sweetheart. And I do promise.
I love you, Daddy. Bye-bye.
Done.
The Mike Berard problem has just been solved.
Look out on the faces of all those gathered here for this sad occasion. I see the faces of many good friends. And one thing I learned while I was away is that a man is nothing without his friends. They could take away your money, they could take away your clothes, they could even take away your freedom. But good friendship stays forever. Michael Berard was a good friend. His honesty and his loyalty was unquestionable. His untimely end is a sadness that we will all have to live with. What do you say about a man that everyone loved? I say good night, Michael.
Afternoon, lads. Care for a ride downtown?
What's going on?
You're all under arrest. Get your hands up in the air.
What's your beef, Ness?
This is an illegal gathering.
you're talking about illegal? It's a funeral here.
It's a violation of City Code 193-4. Now get your hands over your heads or these men will do it for you.
This is the day of mourning. You should show some respect.
You kill people like an animal. You leave widows and fatherless children. You talk to me about respect?
I think His Honor Mayor Somak would care to explain the situation.
There's a vagrancy law on the books in the city of Chicago. It says that any gathering of individuals with no legitimate means of support will be broken up. Those individuals jailed. From now on, the laws of this city will be strictly enforced.
This is what the city of Chicago's come to, huh?
Come along now, lads.
What's the matter?
Nothing, May. Just can't sleep, that's all.
Is it business? What is it then? You can tell me.
All that time that I was away in prison, this was all that I dreamed about. I dreamed about being here with you and Sonny and our home. Sometimes I think it was the only thing that helped me get through it. Look at me now. Ever since I've been back, sometimes I feel like I'm a total stranger here.
This is your house. It always will be. Just take some time to get used to things again, that's all.
Love you, May. I love you so much.
Congratulations, men. We sent a message today.
Kicked Snorky's ass in Lake Michigan before we did.
I can't tell you what a difference it makes having that police firepower backing us up. If we'd had that kind of support to begin with.
And I intend to give it to you. But it took some doing to muster enough clean cops for just one day. It's going to change, but it's going to take time.
Look, give us one unit that's clean and ours to keep. Plus one good man to head it up, somebody who knows the ropes and has the respect of the men he'd be leading. I've got someone in mind.
Who?
His name's Sean Quinlan. He spent his time off catching and counseling corrupt fellow officers. He got more than a few of them to mend their ways. But the hard cases he couldn't rehabilitate, he'd refer to internal affairs downtown. That's where he got into trouble. He was transferred from station to station. No one would work with him. They said he couldn't be trusted. Quinlan, the most honest cop on the force, couldn't be trusted. So he blew the whistle on a corrupt police captain, and that did it. They caught him in an alley in a crossfire. 3 police-issued .38s, hit him 7 times, once in the head, left him for dead. Miraculously, he recovered, but he wasn't the same. Now he works behind a desk filing records over in Central. There's nothing wrong with Quinlan. If we could show him there's some honest cops out here, maybe we could re-inspire him. He'd be the perfect man for the job.
Why me, Ness?
Because you're clean. You always have been. You're a good leader. You know your way around.
Thanks for asking. But, I don't think so.
See, I thought you'd jump at the chance, Quinlan. So there's a new wind blowing in Chicago. It's time to get back into the fight.
Hey, listen, I'm still in the fight.
Sean, I believe that Anton Cermak is committed to cleaning up this city. The police force, the judicial branch, the whole works.
Look, let me tell you guys something. There are 2 police forces in this city. One of them is dirty as hell, rotten to the core, and the other either doesn't give a damn or is too scared to do anything about it.
I think you're scared, Quinlan.
Scared? Look, you little son of a bitch. I ain't scared of anybody. Find someone else.
Woodbridge, an honest man from the neighborhood.
His son came to the defense of his sister. About the two hoodlums he beat up, they were about to rape her. Judge Steensman has this in his third criminal court. Goes to trial next week.
I'm gonna take care of this for you. I know your son. He's a very fine, brave young man. You should be very proud of him.
All right, come on. Come on.
Give me just Steensman on the line. You know, it's not just the extra manpower they got, Frank. It's the fact that they keep surprising us. We don't get any information anymore.
Mr. Capone?
Yeah.
Judge Steensma is no longer on the bench. He's being investigated for a malfeasance of some type.
What?
That's what his office said.
It's worse. Haven't had a chance to tell you. Chief Russell's been fired from the force.
You kidding? This is getting serious, Frank.
Gives me great pleasure to introduce the new police chief of the great city of Chicago, John Alcott.
Thank you, Mayor Cermak. Ladies and gentlemen, the day is finally...
All I ever asked for is a fair fight. Maybe now I can finally get it. Is the offer still good?
You bet.
Come on.
The day has come. The bosses must be driven out of their palaces, sweatshops, their ivory towers. Workers of the world, rise up. The trumpet of destiny has sounded. We have nothing to lose but our chains.
What do you think of this chestnut, Frank?
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Pick him up first, Jake.
Check.
All right, give me the numbers.
Could have been a hell of a lot worse. A lot of areas weren't even touched. Cicero seems to be up this week. We're doing great in Hammond, Gary, and everything north.
Don't give me no song and dance, Jake. I want a song and dance. I go to a nightclub, all right?
We got hit hard on the south side and the loop. I don't have all the figures yet, but it looks like we're going to be down about 12% this month. The total property loss, almost $1 million.
If this keeps up, we could be out of business in a year. All right, thanks, Jake. Golf bag.
Hello, Al. Frank?
All right. You did a great job for us, as usual.
Always a pleasure, Al.
When you plan on leaving Chicago?
Plan on being around for a couple of days. What's up?
I don't know. I may have something else for you. A little bonus.
I'll be at the Pennington house until Saturday.
I will be in touch.
You thinking of Cermak?
I don't know yet.
Think you ought to meet him. Explain to him how a working relationship benefits everybody. You know, he's never been approached.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't think it'll work. Right now, I'll try anything. Set up a meeting with them. Make it one of the soup kitchens.
That'll be good. Once you look him in the eye, we're gonna know who we're dealing with.
So what do you think of our little kitchen?
Very civic-minded.
We got about a half a dozen other ones open all over town. This particular one's only been open about 2 weeks or so. So many hungry people out there.
It's delicious, Mary. Anyway, I'm glad you accepted my invitation. I think it's good for us to talk man to man. I think you're gonna find out that we're a lot less different than you think. Guys like you and me, we have to work our way up the hard way. You know, beat the odds.
You were the odds I had to beat.
Look, I'm a businessman, you're a politician. If we could work out some kind of arrangement, where you benefit and I benefit as well as the rest of the people of Chicago. Now, what will be wrong with that?
You mean the kind of arrangement you had with Mayor Thompson?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a new arrangement that we would make together.
You're asking me to look the other way on racketeering into murder just because you opened up a couple of soup kitchens.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you to tell me what you need and to listen to what I would like to have.
Capone, I wouldn't make any deals with you. I wouldn't trust your word as a man. I came down here to tell you something. You're done in Chicago. You're done. You can either leave, or you can try to stay and end up going out the hard way.
I asked you here to be reasonable, to try to work out some kind of an arrangement together. And you threatened me. Well, I'm not asking you anymore, I'm telling you.
I do good for the people. Now you hurt me, you're hurting them. All I got to say is you better not cut me anymore.
We gotta do this, Frank. This is one snake whose head we gotta cut off.
Yeah, now, if this guy comes down with even more than a head cold, I'm gonna hang you from the rafters of his building.
You insulted me, Frank. You made it personal.
I know. But times are changing. We're gonna have to change along with them, otherwise we're gonna go the way of the dinosaur. I mean, it's not like it's 1919 anymore.
What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to give up without a fight?
Look, Hal, if we go after the mayor, we're just gonna replace him with another one. Maybe one even worse. Then they're really gonna come after us. I was worried about this day coming. Because I was never sure if we were going to be smart enough or even ready to learn a new way to play the game once he changed the rules.
Look, you might be right. But a man's got to be what he is. I mean, like it or not, we got to play the cards that we were dealt. I don't know. Come on. What do you say you buy this little dinosaur a drink, huh? Want a drink, Frankie?
I'm ready.
Today we start working with a police detail, assigned specially to us. Sean Quinlan's going to be heading up that unit. You've all worked with Sean. You know how lucky we are to have him.
It's nice to be here, gentlemen. Look, for too long, Capone's boys have been glad to see policemen's badges. Together, we can change all that.
All right. We scored some pretty big hits last week. That was just phase 1. Gentlemen, phase 2. A new plan of attack designed to exploit the vulnerabilities that we've created. To do that, we're going to take a page from Capone's book. Each of you will be in charge of planning and coordinating an attack on an individual target. They're color-coded. Your color, you're a baby, kind of like the Capos and their turf. Pagano, you're Mr. Blue. Your job will be to follow the bouncing barrels. You know what happens. We close one of Capone's breweries, he fires up a new one. This time we're going to go after the barrels. Put it simply, no barrels, no brew. Robbins, you're pink.
Pink?
Yes, pink. You're going to be going after Capone's prostitution network. Now, they've got a couple of main dormitories. From there, they send out new talent to the Speaks, kind of like a farm team, getting a call to send some fresh players out to the majors. Find the dormitories, close them down.
Shouldn't have trouble finding volunteers on that rate.
You got a question?
Couldn't I be orange or something?
You're pink.
It's the 10th joint to hit tonight. All the booze, the broads, the cash, down the drain. Ness and Cermak, they got every cop in the force plus on our stones.
There's got to be some kind of a mistake. We don't have the police force.
No, not anymore. Not since we lost Big Bill. They're coming down hard on all the payoffs. Cermak's got them all acting like Boy Scouts.
Stinking parasites trying to make a name off me.
We may be going for the headlines, but Ness is going for blood. Cermak gave him the ball. He's trying to ram it down our throats.
Yeah, well, he's got to get it past our teeth first. Come on, let's get out of here.
Found an address out on Wacker Drive in one of Capone's cab company services. Turned out to be one of the dormitories. We netted 50 girls, plus the mugs protecting them.
And county health quarantined them, putting them out of commission for a good long time, costing Snorky a bundle.
Show me.
Right here.
The car's brand new. My husband just bought it for me last Tuesday.
Where's your temporary registration? It wasn't in the glove compartment, ma'am.
Oh, well, then it must be at home. I'll just go get it.
Please, sit down, ma'am. We're gonna have to keep you here until we can sort this whole thing out.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Capone. We do indeed. Now, you'll be fingerprinted and photographed, but first we'll ask you to submit to a strip search by a police matron.
What? I most certainly will not.
I got good news from Blue Land, Elliot. Found a place that sends out truckloads of barrels every day, all empties. I figure a place that sends out but doesn't receive can't be a brewery. We got their main cooperage. They move 1,000 barrels a day. We confiscated all of it as evidence. They want delivery now. They're gonna have to walk into the Speaks glass by glass.
Nice work, Tony. Really putting the hurt on him. Sean, how are things downtown?
Things are heating up, Elliot. You won't believe who they just booked.
She took my clothes. She touched me.
Let me take you outside on me down there. The only crime that woman ever committed was being married to me. She's got more grace in her soul than any of your cheating wives and your lying whore mothers. Anybody here want a piece of me? He hurt my family, Frank. Son of a bitch, Cermak. Had his errand boys put their filthy hands all over my lovely bride. Mother of my only son. I'm gonna kill the mayor of Chicago, Frank.
I want you to talk to Capone. Apologize to him.
I'm not going to do it, Elliot. Forget it.
Listen, there's something you need to understand. In the underworld code, going after someone's family is the worst sin you can commit.
Elliot, he's a bully, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not afraid of him.
Fine, tell him that. Tell him that, then pop him on the chin for all I care. But before you do, tell him that May's arrest was not ordered by you or by anyone. It was a mistake. Tony, this is crucial. I know the way Capone thinks.
Nope.
Look, imagine if Capone had Geraldine taken somewhere and strip searched. What would you want to do? Or worse, imagine Geraldine and the kids getting that call in the middle of the night, the call that tells them you've just been killed. Don't involve your ego in this one, Tony. We need you. Chicago needs you to finish this job. Call Capone.
About what was done to your wife, May. Someone asked me how I'd feel if the same thing was done to my wife. I would feel the same as you. Our wives and children are not part of this, and they should mercifully be left out of it.
Big bosses have forced us to do this. We must do this. It's for the children. It must come to this.
What'd you want to see us about, Elliot?
I'm worried about the mayor. With the beating Capone's been getting, the bad press, now arresting his wife, there could be a reprisal.
Capone must know that any attempt on Cermak's life would lead to him.
He wouldn't be that dumb.
Capone wanted to assassinate Cermak. Who would he get to do it?
Somebody from out of town?
Which means he'd have to get a hold of him by phone. Robbins, give me a list of every long-distance call made by the Capone organization since May's arrest.
You got it. The Lexington residences.
Pagano.
Yeah.
Update our national list of known or suspected hitmen. Cross-check it against Robbins' phone numbers.
You got it.
Michael?
Yep.
Grab Quinlan, hit the streets. See if the jungle drums are telling us anything.
You got it.
Once Roosevelt is in office, we know things are going to get better. The problem is, how can we communicate with people, get them on our side, convince them to be patient? I've got a few ideas, but Tom?
Mr. Mayor?
You know, we need a few more minutes to talk before we go back to City Hall. We'll walk up Michigan Avenue. Why don't you pick us up at Wacker in half an hour, huh?
Michigan and Wacker, half hour. Yes, sir.
So here's my idea. You write a speech.
Yeah. What he said.
Capone, you ever been dead against Cermak?
That's a bunch of baloney. Right, they said it was routine questioning, and you know what? They were right. Because every time something goes wrong in this city, they gotta routinely question me. Now, yesterday they arrested my wife on a phony charge. Today it was me.
You really think he ordered it?
No. Workmanship was too shoddy. Capone uses pros. His job was amateur all the way.
Who's it gonna be tomorrow? My son in handcuffs with his baseball uniform on? Now, this is a blatant harassment of me and my family. I thought that this was America, where a man's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. The whole thing makes me sick, and that's all I got to say, fellas.
Perhaps at last you're getting to him.
Maybe there's a lot of people getting to him, Mike.
All right? Yeah, fine. Too bad his honor the mayor wasn't in that car. Would have saved us a lot of trouble, huh? So how are we gonna proceed with this?
Well, we shouldn't do it in Chicago. If you want to move rapidly, Miami would be the place.
Yeah, it's in all the papers. He's going down there to kiss Roosevelt's ass.
Yeah, I heard. So what's the plan?
Look, he'll be in Bayside Park on the dais with the president-elect on Friday night. I know Bayside Park. Large, open. It'll be a perfect place to get a long-range shot.
Bosses. Too many bosses.
Comrades, please, please.
We don't have time for this!
The only people that don't have time for this discussion are the 31 members of the Steamfitters Union who are in prison today because they protested the elimination of their jobs. Now, I look around me and I see so many well-known faces. Members of the Building Trades Council. Mr. Modlensky of the Hog Carriers.
How about the Teamsters?
Our brother, Mr. Daniel Kunitz from the Teamsters. And the estimable Mr. Gomper. And I ask myself, how can such a gathering allow these bosses to control us, these robber barons and their political puppets cannot be allowed to drive out our life's blood. We will not allow them to take our jobs, our dignity, our place in the revolutionary dictatorship of the proletariat, yeah? Brothers and sisters, can I count on your support? Can I count on you to make a stand against bosses all across our country?
Cross-reference my list of Capone's long-distance calls with Pagano's list of hitmen.
It's no match. It's friggin' work in vain.
Yeah, there's nothing on the street.
What about the payphones at Lexington?
I checked them. Well, listen, this might help you. When I worked records, I heard that Guzik put together a front operation called Wayside Imports. And Wayside bought all their travel tickets using a travel agency on Wabash. I pulled a list on everything they bought the past couple of weeks, and we got 3 going south. Roselli, Frank to Baton Rouge, Stellini, Vito to Nashville, and Hunt Martin to Miami.
We know Stellini's hit people before.
No. I don't buy Stellini. I mean, Capone's dumb, but he's not that dumb, surely, to use somebody that close to home. Now, there's a new liquor source opened down in Nashville. Perhaps they went down to check that out.
Wait a minute. Hunt Martinet. Michigan State Police gave us a name. He was suspected of a labor-related hit in Grand Rapids 3 years ago. What else you got on him? Just nothing. There's no record. He's never been arrested for anything. But the officer that I talked to, he thought the guy was really wrong.
Says he owns a bookstore in Detroit. And has a 7-year-old daughter.
So what's a nice bookstore owner from Detroit doing with a couple of train tickets from Al Capone?
Something tells me we're headed south.
Miami, here we come.
Shut up, will you? Man's trying to concentrate here.
We tailed them all the way to the airport. Ness and his boneheads are headed to Miami, Florida.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Well, that ain't good. Yeah, that ain't good at all.
I'm trying to concentrate here, Frank. I mean, did I talk when you were putting?
Yeah, I know, but did you see what he said?
Yeah, I heard him.
Look, if Ness is going down to Miami, that means he's onto this thing. We gotta call it off.
At least we gotta wait for a better day.
Jeez, Frank, I'm trying to party here, all right? I got $1,000 better stroke and you're talking to me. Don't worry about it. Golf bag's gonna take care of this whole thing. That makes 12 grand you owe me, Frank.
Tony, this is not just talk or speculation. Capone has a hit out on you. We know the hitter's name. It's a man named Hunt. We know that he's down here somewhere in Miami. We have no idea where.
Look, even if you're right...
I am right.
I can't leave here, Elliot. FDR is only going to be here 2 days, and every politician in the country is beating a path to his door. This is too important to Chicago.
Mr. Mayor, you are important to Chicago.
Elliot, nobody forced me into public life. I know the risks. I accept them. I'm not going to let my schedule be dictated by a gangster. I can't. Thanks, Elliot.
Brave man.
The graveyard is filled with brave men.
Let's get to work.
Anything else we can do, you let me know.
Here. Have your men familiarize themselves with this face. And Chief, you may want to go beyond the call on this one. I've got a bad feeling about Saturday night.
I'll call everyone in on the roster. You know, they're expecting over 10,000 people to show up. Finding a lowlife like this in a crowd like that, it's going to be like hunting for a speck of dust in the Sahara Desert.
I know.
Boss, I found out where he's staying.
Where are you?
I'm at the El Sol Motel. I had a couple police dispatchers run a citywide check, took a bunch of phone calls. We got lucky. Hunt signed in under his own name. The desk clerk verified it. He recognized him from the photos.
You checked the room?
Yeah, it's clean. There's no sign of any weapons. Nothing but a bag, some clothes, toothbrush.
Okay. You stay there, out of sight. If he comes back, arrest him.
I'll tell Elliot. Great. Goodbye. Secret Service is on full alert. They're going to double the security around FDR.
He's getting to the park by limo at 8. A shooter would want to get...
Miami is hotter than this city has ever seen. It's turning out to be a festive occasion for everyone here awaiting the President-elect's arrival. And now the President-elect's motorcade is entering the park. Southern Soul police motorcycles are escorting the President-elect's limousine to the rear speaker's platform. Stepping up to the podium now is an overjoyed Mayor Gauthier, mayor of Miami. Behind him are the governor of Florida, senators, and state...
Hey, what are you doing?
All of Florida is turning out to welcome...
About getting down to work. Our country is in the throes of a Great Depression. And not only are we threatened by problems from within, but also by problems from without. The land in transition. And in the far east, the country of Japan continues to threaten this nation. Now, let me in some of my very good friends, upon whom I shall be relying as we face these challenges. But all United States Senator John of the windy city of Chicago, Ness and Forsythe.
The Roosevelt ticket carried our city by a margin of greater than 3-1. President Roosevelt stands for everything the city of Chicago stands for. A union for everyone.
You got it.
Everyone.
Death to all bosses! Death to you, Roosevelt!
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, shots have been fired. The smell of gunpowder is in the air. Someone on the podium has been...
What was it?
Someone has definitely been shot. People are running around in a state of
for something better!
All around, I just can't see it. It's just pandemonium, ladies and gentlemen. And now word has come to us that Anton Cermak, mayor of Chicago, is the one who's been shot, mortally wounded, according to a reporter from the Miami Herald. I'd asked him to speak to you, but the reporter is in tears. It's just been verified, folks, by sources in the Miami Police Department that Anton Cermak, mayor of Chicago, has been mortally wounded by an unknown gunman.
What's with the long faces? Look, we did our jobs. We did them well. We just didn't count on some nut jumping out of the bushes, shooting down a public figure. Hell, he wasn't even after Cermak. He was after Roosevelt.
You're right, Elliot. With Cermak gone, Chicago's just gonna go back to the way it was.
No, we're not going to let it. We're going to stay on the attack. We're not going to take a breath until Capone and every one of his thugs is either dead or behind bars.
Attaboy.
Gentlemen, we've got a job to do.
Assassination of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, 3 weeks before Roosevelt's to take office for the first time as President of the United States. And an enthusiastic crowd welcomes the President-elect to Bayside Park. Somewhere in that throng, a killer lies waiting to hurl death into the Florida dusk. Suddenly, shots ring out. A woman screams. The thousands who had gathered to hail Roosevelt become a hysterical mass as Legionnaires and Secret Service men converge on the would-be assassin. Chicago's Mayor Cermak, hit by the bullets that were meant for the President-elect, is critically wounded and carried off to the Roosevelt car, which rushed him off to the hospital. And the Secret Service men who have captured Joe Zangara, whose aim was deflected so that he missed Roosevelt, but hit Mayor Cermak instead, Zangara is pinioned to the back of an official car by government men and hastily driven off to custody.
I just don't understand it. Catherine, I was there. And I talked to the Secret Service. They're sure they knocked Zangara's gun away in time to deflect the shot.
You lost a good friend.
I miss Tony. Chicago's gonna miss having him as a mayor.
Elliot?
Michael?
Yeah, your babysitter told me I might find you here. How was your movie?
It was good. We saw the new Gable film. Seems everybody's trying to forget what happened in Miami.
Yeah, even the Miami police. The Miami police are not the slightest bit worried that they do not have the bullet that killed Cermak. Why? Because Zangara was down here, Cermak was up there, and they surmised that the bullet went up there, the trajectory went through the body and then off somewhere into the night. So I went back and had a look, and lo and behold, there, in the chair, I found a little hole with the back end of a bullet sticking out of it. Where could the bullet have come from? You see, we know that Hunt was dead and didn't fire a shot. We know that Zangara couldn't have got a shot off from there. Then I took the bullet out of the chair. And surprise, surprise.
30-06?
Yep. Forensics say it was fired from a Bromesia Supremo. Now, the rifling marks are characteristic.
But there wasn't anything about this in the news reports.
Because Zangara didn't fire a rifle. He fired a pistol.
So there must have been a third gunman.
Killer's still out there, Catherine. Maybe we missed something. Maybe Capone's finger was on the trigger after all.
Gentlemen, as the financial leaders of Chicago, we have the most to lose if this city falls. Is there any doubt in your minds that we've reached a state of emergency? The mayor assassinated. Our police force and criminal court systems corrupted. A tidal wave of violence and bloodshed in the streets.
And it's having disastrous effects on the economy of the city.
I'm putting up a 20-story office building in the Loop. I don't think I'll ever be able to rent it.
Decent men, women, and children afraid to leave their houses for fear of being caught in the crossfire.
We could provide Elliot Ness with more wherewithal. God knows he's been effective with what little he's got.
Frank, it's gone well beyond what any law enforcement agency can do. We might as well be facing the Mongol hordes.
Then we use the military.
In actuality, could we do that, Lou?
If we put up a united front, there's little doubt we can do anything that's required.
Using the military in a law enforcement capacity? Is it even legal?
Martial law in a time of crisis is indeed legal, Frank.
There's only one man I can think of for the job. Major General Evans Carson, first in his class at West Point, recipient of the Croix de Guerre and the Congressional Medal of Honor. Served in China during the Boxer Rebellion. He most recently saw action in Nicaragua. He's tough. And from what I hear, he's getting pretty bored out there at Fort Sheridan.
Will the governor go along with this? Governor Horner will comply. He's ready to call out the National Guard. It looks good in the press for him. And after the campaign donations we made last year, he'll do our bidding.
This Miami hit stinks of Capone. Zangara's a smokescreen. Tony Cermak took a Capone bullet. None of us are gonna rest till we nail his killer.
There must have been hundreds of press photographers in that crowd.
Let's get those photos.
Well, there must have been hundreds of amateur photos, too. Think of all the Miami shutterbugs who turned out to see FDR.
I want to see those, too. Put an ad in the Miami paper. Wait. What does that look like to you? There.
That white area is just a blur.
We got the negative on this one?
Sure, I could blow it up.
Go to the darkroom, fire up the enlarger. I want to see a blow-up of this entire area by the fence.
You got it.
What are you, blind, Nicky? Straighten that out, huh?
All right, that sounds good. Good, take care of that. Gino's got the precinct south of Division back in line. Looks like the cops didn't like the late Mayor Cermak any more than we did.
What do you think, Frank?
I think this town's never been so thirsty. Yeah, all right, good. Talk to Johnny Spears. Speeding up work on the Silver Slipper. He says we can open it up in a couple of days.
Good. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Looks like it cost a bundle.
It's priceless, Frank. It's a piece of history.
Look who's here, boys.
Hey, Charlie. Nice to have you back.
Where'd you get that suit?
Down south someplace.
Get over here and give me a hug. Huh? I'm proud of you. You really showed me something down there.
They're calling it the crime of the century.
And nobody even knew you were in Miami. They're pinning it on some patsy named Zangara.
Around here, it's business as usual. I got you to thank for that.
Just doing my job.
Yeah, come on, let me buy you a drink. Tell you what, that's what I want you to do. I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to get some rest. I want you to enjoy yourself. Here, a little token of my appreciation. What do you say, Frank? Is this guy not the best insurance policy we ever bought or what? Salute, gentlemen.
Salute.
General Carson is a man of the finest tradition of the citizen soldier. There is no one better qualified to be in command here during this very difficult time. General?
Governor Horner, I'll make this short and sweet. I signed on for two reasons. Because I love Chicago, and because I hate what the gangsters have done to it. History teaches that decadence and corruption have always preceded the end of an empire. That is the threat facing us here today.
I thought armies were for fighting foreign wars.
Will you be working closely with General Carson, Mr. Ness?
I'm a treasury agent, not a military man.
But what do you think about his plan to put tanks and soldiers on the streets of your city?
It's no secret. Our biggest problem has been a lack of manpower.
You're ducking the question, Mr. Ness. How do you feel about martial law?
Let's just say I'm skeptical. I spent a few weeks in Cuba recently, I can tell you. A military government can be a very dangerous thing.
I will use any means necessary, any force necessary to remove this malignancy. I will not rest until I've taken this city back from the gangsters and the racketeers. Any questions?
Men, our first objective will be to secure the streets and protect lives and property. The rules of engagement will be the same as with any military operation.
Captain Stone will be coordinating this at the field level. Now, when we use the word enemy here, we're talking about 5 or 6 rigidly organized predatory warlords, each of them with a cadre of enforcers, bodyguards, assassins, not unlike the Sandino faction in Nicaragua. The lifeblood of these criminal empires is the cash flow they receive from the sale of beverage alcohol. If we can choke off this flow of cash, we can bring them to their knees. Captain?
Gentlemen, we start hitting speakeasies at 0800 hours. Any questions?
Let me focus it. About as sharp as you can get it? Yeah. Bring it up a little. How's that? Son of a bitch, Tony. Give me a print of this as quick as you can. Yeah, see. Just above the fence here.
There's nothing there, Elliot. Just a bunch of people looking around.
Right there, what do you see?
Is that smoke?
Smoke. Cordite smoke, I'll bet, from the muzzle of a gun. And look, this lady here, she saw the whole thing. Saw the gun, saw who fired it. Paul, I want you to get down to Miami, find that woman, bring her back here.
Right.
Open up and stand back! Let's go, let's go!
¿Qué puedo servirle?
Hey, Mrs. Elena Morales. Major Robbins. I just want to ask you some questions, Mrs. Morales. It's all right.
Oh, no!
It's all right. Can I come in, please? Please. Thank you.
Watch out! Hey. General Carson, who would you say is winning the Battle of Chicago?
There hasn't been any battle yet, just some skirmishes.
Elliot Ness says your presence here is dangerous. He says that martial law is the wrong approach. Any comments, sir?
When I went to Nicaragua, there was a whole pack of trigger-happy jaspers who thought they were going to take over the country. 3 weeks later, their big honchos were scrounging firewood in the Cordillera Mountains.
But General, what does Nicaragua have to do with Chicago?
Look at this guy sucking up to the press. It's a PR move, Frank. With the mayor in the box, I think they need a show of force. Looks pretty serious to me. Firepower like that could slow us down pretty good. Yeah, well, they can't get away with that in this country. All right, I'm gonna talk to these guys right here. Oh, what, you nuts? Frank, I'm an American citizen, all right? I wanna find out what the hell's going on here. Hey, how you doing, fellas? You know, you boys are doing a real great job out there. Where you from, soldier? Am I gonna get you in some kind of trouble or something? Forget about it. Forget about it, huh? Where you from? Brooklyn?
Yeah, Bay Ridge.
Bay Ridge, huh? Yeah, I'm a Brooklyn boy, too. Hey, Frank. This is a neighborhood guy. Get out of here. I'll tell you what. You guys should come and hang out sometime. Me and Frank, we know a lot of beautiful women. I'm sure some of them might have a thing for soldier boys, if you know what I mean.
10 Hut! Captain, place these soldiers on report. Fraternizing with the enemy will not be tolerated under my command. Dismissed.
Let's go.
I was only talking with the fellas. Seems a little hard to me. Then again, that's your business. So I'm the enemy, huh?
Take my advice, Capone. Get out while you're ahead. You're up against the full weight and power of the U.S. Army.
This is the city of Chicago, located in Illinois. The last time I looked, this was still America. The people of this city, they're not going to tolerate this kind of fascist garbage. We'll see.
scared to death. Thought I was INS. I told her if she helped us, we'd do what we could to help her with immigration. This is the guy she made. Said she saw him on the other side of the fence with a gun.
Charlie Ross, Southside Trigger. You did good, Paul. We nail Ross. We can tie this thing to Capone. Mrs. Morales. Hi. I'm Elliot Ness. We're gonna need you to stay here in Chicago for a few days.
What do you mean?
Don't worry. No one's gonna hurt you. You'll be under 24-hour protection. But we need you to testify at a hearing.
I understand.
Thank you, Mrs. Morales. What you're doing will help us put away a very dangerous man.
I'm gonna tie you up.
Joe. This is it. Take him to the safe house.
What gives?
Ness.
All right, lads, you know the drill.
What's with the gun, fellas? I mean, if I knew you guys wanted an invitation so bad, I would have sent you one.
Nicky, go call a lawyer.
I got an invitation. A warrant. Requesting the presence of a pal of yours by the name of Charlie Ross.
Charlie Ross? No, me, I don't know anybody named Charlie Ross. Anybody know anyone named Charlie Ross? Mia, you know anybody named Charlie Ross?
Of course you don't. You don't know nothing.
No, I know something. I just don't know Charlie Ross.
Tony, seal the suite. Paul, check the roof.
Oh, well, come on in, handsome, and close the door behind you.
Any other contributions to the hardware fund?
I'm clean.
Oh, just one more, sir. She's a little overdressed for the evening.
No sign of Ross.
He's not in there, Elliot.
What's the matter? A girl scare you? It's the trouble with you, G-man. You don't have a good time. Too bad you can't stick around. Maybe the girls will make a man out of you.
Tony.
I'm terrified. Look, you boneheads had your fun. You got your cheap thrills. Now, why don't you get the hell out of here?
If you should meet your friend Charlie Ross, you tell him he's wanted for the murder of Mayor Anton Cermak. Won't you?
Yeah. Sure. See you around, boneheads.
Just remember, girls, there is no real cure for syphilis. Good night.
Now they know about Ross.
Forget about it. Come on, let's have some fun. Mia, where are you?
Let's go into the truck. Go.
Come on, stop your stalling. Let's go.
On my way home. Go back.
I have to get back to my apartment. My kids are alone in there.
Sorry, ma'am, we have our orders.
You can't do this to me. I'm not a criminal.
Hey, the 8 o'clock curfew applies to everyone. Let's go.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. My watch says it's 1 minute past 8. Good Lord. These are ordinary citizens. Look, you're the National Guard. You should be protecting these people, not arresting them.
You live in this neighborhood, pal?
Sir, I don't have to, sir. I'm a federal agent.
You're in violation of the curfew. You can pack this flat-foot in with the rest of them. Let's go.
Quis custodiet ipsus custodes.
What was that?
Who will guard the guards. Let me go, look.
Damn it, Stone, we're dancing around the edges here. When we were in Managua, we didn't mess around with pistoleros. We went directly for the leadership, the deep infrastructure.
The difference is, in Managua, we had a reliable source of intelligence. Here we don't.
We need Ness's files.
We'll never get them. Ness has an attitude.
We'll get him, Captain.
And we'll find Ross. Don't worry. In the meantime, we've found a safe place for you to stay.
Curfew violation, my ass. They're hauling in people just for the hell of it.
I've never seen anything like it, Elliot. They have women and children in the lockups. No food, no blankets.
I'm afraid you're seeing Chicago at its worst. I'm taking her to the safe house on Dearborn.
You better be in by 8. There's an occupying army out there.
We have the same problem in my country. When the soldiers run the government, People always suffer.
Where's Tom Payne when we need him?
Elliot.
Pleasure, Mr. Ness. I've heard many good things about you.
What can I do for you, General?
I'm aware of your position concerning our presence in the city. Frankly, I'm puzzled. You and I are on the same side.
Well, Chicago's got a lot of big problems, General, but I don't think that bringing in an occupying army is going to help.
People who run this city feel otherwise.
See, I don't work for them. I work for the U.S. government.
Look, I need access to your files. I'm told you've documented the structure of the Chicago underworld better than anyone.
My men have risked their lives getting that information. That risk is only going to be greater if I go passing it around.
Are you refusing my request?
If you have specific questions, I'll answer them now. I'm not going to open my files.
He's stonewalling because you're stealing his press. Exactly the kind of attitude that put this city in the latrine.
Those two here?
That's great, Mike. I'll take the L from here.
All right. Good night.
Mr. Ness, there's some people who want to see you.
Just take it easy. Put that thing away before somebody gets hurt.
Your gun, please.
Help yourself.
We find your attitude incomprehensible, Mr. Ness.
And who are you?
I'm Frank Loesch, Mr. Ness. My associates and I are trying to resolve a crisis.
You've complained publicly about a lack of manpower. Now, that problem's been addressed. Yet, you refuse to cooperate.
I never proposed or endorsed a military solution.
Mr. Ness, you've had 18 months to solve the problem.
I wasn't aware that democracy came with a ticking clock.
Democracy will dry up and blow away in 10 seconds if scoundrels like Capone are allowed to subvert the law.
What's going on outside these windows in our city right now isn't even allowed under our Constitution, and for good reason. You know, I've been to countries where the generals rule with an iron hand. They all come in with the same excuse. They're just going to restore order, then they'll turn things back over to the people. Hey, guess what? 20 years later, these same military dictators are still in power, still keeping the people under their thumb.
You're very articulate, Mr. Ness. But in the real world, idealism must be kept in its place.
Either you cooperate in this all-out battle, or you get out of the way.
Chicago is turning into a police state. You're not protecting this city. You're looking out for your self-interests.
Thank you for coming. If you change your mind, you'll be notified where to reach us.
Does anybody know how to spell? The comparison to the guerrillas in Nicaragua was uncanny. Look at this chain of command. They're the most vulnerable right here. If we take out these field officers, Capone's organization will collapse like a house of cards. And I want them all taken out with extreme prejudice. Do it.
You have to be very careful, sir. This isn't Nicaragua.
You have your orders, Captain. And this conversation never took place.
It's quite easy, Frank. Unless you tell us where we can find Charlie Ross, we are going to pin the Cermak killing on you.
Give me a break.
We got everything we need. We know that Capone sent you a ticket to Baton Rouge. From there, it's just a little hop down to Miami. The timing works out just perfectly. You see, Frank, from where I stand, I can almost smell 25,000 volts rippling through your body.
You're crazy. I was nowhere near Miami.
But with your record, who will believe it?
It's your call, Frankie. What'll it be? You want to try your luck in front of a judge and jury? Or would you rather tell us where to find Charlie Ross?
Ever hear of a guy named Gus Farina?
So I got these two bras and we're going back to the hotel room. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Gus, somebody's coming. Capone thinks I'm gonna rat on him.
Cross Farina off the list. Elliot.
Check the back.
I'll sign it, Charlie Ross.
Stay with the body. We're gonna check on whatever ordnance they dig out of this guy's head. Well, thanks for the tip, Sean. Yeah. So it seems Farina wasn't the only hood who got clipped last night. Quinlan says at least 4 other bodies had turned up. 2 Aiellos, 2 Jennas, all with the same M.O. Bullet to the back of the head.
Gang war?
Yeah, maybe. Mike, what do you hear?
Nothing. And there's usually noise on the street when the bodies start stacking up.
Farina, Joe Kramer, Harry Wass. Bunch of retired capos. Who'd bother hitting them? Tony, let's see what we got on these guys.
Won't be much, Elliot. These guys haven't been active in the rackets for years.
Remember that first organizational chart we did a couple years ago?
Sure. 1 second. Wait a minute. The whole file's missing, Elliot.
Any idea if all these names were on that chart?
No doubt about it. Farina, Kramer, Wass. They were like the elder statesmen back then.
Who besides you and the other guys would have had access to these files?
Nobody. Wait a minute. I was in the other night late and a couple of files were switched around, but I just figured one of the guys was in a hurry.
Yeah, maybe somebody was. Maybe somebody broke in and took it. Ness, you need to hear this, gentlemen. These bodies that have been piling up happen to correspond exactly with a list that was stolen from my headquarters 3 days ago.
If you want to file a police report, Mr. Ness, do it downtown.
You're missing the point. I believe I know who took that list. General Evans Carson.
That's ridiculous.
But not only is General Carson a thief, he's been killing people, execution style, no judge, no jury, no legality of any kind. And you gentlemen have set this in motion.
That's one outrageous allegation, Mr. Ness.
I assume if you had proof, you'd be telling the state's attorney.
A slug from the body of Gus Farina. It's a .45, gentlemen. Made at the Rock Island Arsenal. That's government issue.
What does that prove?
You can't get that at your local gun store. What is it you'd like, Mr. Ness? General Carson is operating a death squad. I want him stopped.
This place looks like a friggin' North Sider joint. And what'd I tell you about these? What color did I tell you to get?
Well, this is all they have.
To you. Now, you get in there, you make a few phone calls, and you straighten this thing out. You hear me?
Yes, Mr. All right, Jimmy, Mike.
Look out, with all the heat that's on, maybe we should push back the opening. I'm not postponing anything, Frank. Come on, what's the matter? Set up for Gus Farina. He's one of the sweetest guys that ever lived. He didn't deserve to die like that. It's a terrible thing. But what bothers me more is we can't find Ross.
Charlie's our stand-up guy. He'll be okay.
Word is, he went underground. Probably thinks whoever shot Farina was one of our guys. I want to find out who's doing these things.
You know, Gus Farina had that beef with old man Jenna. Those gambling joints got stolen.
I want some answers, and I want them now, Frank. Frankie, I want you to go get old man Jenna. Bring him down to the office. I want to look him in the eye. I swear this place looks like Bugs Moran built it.
Hello?
Ness,
Yeah?
I have what you're looking for. But I need protection. I need a deal.
Who is this?
Charlie Ross, do we have a deal?
Where are you, Charlie?
Not until we got a deal.
What do you want, Charlie?
Immunity. If I sing about the Cermak hit.
You'll be protected. I can't promise you immunity.
I'm not coming in without a deal.
Suit yourself, Charlie. You're just the trigger here. I want Capone.
I'll call you back.
Come in.
Mel, it's Mr. Jenna.
Toma, bella, Elpa. Va bene.
I'm not feeling any pain, Angelo. How about you?
I hear you're blaming me for the Farina hit. Well, we've had many differences in our lives, you know, but I didn't do this. They got one of our own last night. My grandson was there. He saw it. I thought you should hear about it. Go ahead, tell me about it.
Me and Rocco came out of the movies.
Yeah, very reliable. Rocco was with me for 20 years.
I go down the alley to take a leak. I'm done. Almost back to the street. I hear a shot. I hug the wall, you know, and then I hear a body hit the ground and two guys. They're not even nervous. One of them says something about meet at 2300 hours. What the hell is this?
Soldier talk. If this tin soldier wants a war, he's got one.
Profile made the front page.
Chicago's khaki-clad savior. I'm no savior, son. Soldier doing his job.
Ted, what? I want to bring a photographer with me tomorrow, if that's all right.
Talk to me in the morning.
Come
keep moving. What's the matter, Ness? Haven't you ever seen casualties before? Nobody attacks my headquarters without paying a heavy price. Police this area.
This is a very serious problem, General, and it now threatens the great progress that's been made.
My orders were very clear. Clean up Chicago by any means necessary.
What's necessary is we implement some damage control. Cold-blooded murder, even of gangsters, is unacceptable.
Maybe by civilian standards, but this is war. You came crying to me because the system broke down. I fixed it. Now you're crying about how I fixed it.
There's hard evidence linking you to these executions. You better get this situation under control.
It's already happening. Rest assured, Mr. Holland, I understand what's at stake here.
Ness is ready to take his evidence public. I suggest you not underestimate him.
I love this city. I care about it too much to let Elliott, Ness, or anyone else stop me from saving it. Add Ness to the list.
Ness. This is Charlie Ross. I want to come in.
Time to take you in, Charlie. Look at it this way. You'd be a hell of a lot safer with us than you would be on the street.
Sidekick.
Now we know who's been doing the General's dirty work.
Believe me, Governor, this was never our intention.
I find this hard to even comprehend.
General Carson is attempting to save this city by destroying it. Al Capone, on his worst day, never piled up bodies like this. So what's the rush? You gotta pick out a few more targets for your death squad?
I'm fighting a war here, Ness. There will always be casualties. We have a term for it. Acceptable losses. Throw him out.
Take him to the stockade.
I gave you a direct order, Lieutenant. I will see you court-martialed.
He's not taking orders from you, General. Your command is finished. Governor Horner has demobilized the National Guard. Martial law is rescinded.
The real problem with this city is Al Capone. It's weak-minded leaders who don't have the guts to do whatever it takes to beat him. Thanks to you, this city is safe for gangsters again.
I'll get him, General. Don't worry. I'll get him the right way.
Manhunt!
Shut it down here, Coach. Let's go. Go on, it's all right. Ellie! Make your way through.
Work permit. You won't have to hide from immigration anymore.
And I can take a trip now to see my family in the Dominican.
This will get you back into the States, no questions asked.
That's if you choose to come back. After everything you've seen.
I'll be back. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias.
Now you're going now, Cal. custodiet ipsus custodes.
Who will guard the guards?
The people will.
He goes in a department store, and the assistant also has a list, but he says to him, no, I want to buy some socks.
You're coming with us, Dutch?
Hey, you guys, you find your own way home, huh? I got my hands full. You guys go ahead. Take it easy, Dutch.
Dutch, I can't wait.
You know what? This is a good thing for you, because you don't have to.
Hey, slow down, Dutchie. It's for your place. I'll make it worthwhile.
Oh, that's very interesting, but I think you got it all wrong. You see, I make it worth your while.
Get off me! What's the matter? Afraid we'll wake up your mother if we go to your house?
What's going on? Nothing, officer. Leave my mother out of this.
Find a cigar butt in my book collection. What did I tell you about letting these mugs get into my stuff, huh?
Sorry.
You guys got no respect.
Hey, Al.
What, Frank?
Got some reading for you. Dutch Schultz is making headlines in New York.
So what else is new?
Yeah, bad news is he's on his way to Chicago.
I don't think so, Frank.
Want to meet him at the station?
You take care of it any way you want. I don't want this bum anywhere near Chicago. I better find that book and get out of here.
Somewhere?
Frank Nitti.
Oh, yeah, I remember your mug from the tabloids. Where's Scarface?
The New York Express is leaving in 10 minutes. I'm putting you on it.
Why would I want to get back on a train in New York when I just got off a train in Chicago? I'm a tourist. Me and the boys, we come to see the World's Fair.
That's right.
Who you running from, Dutch? Dewey? Or the Dietrich gang?
My ma, she thinks I'm better looking than Dooley and Dietrich together. What do you think?
I think you don't look so good in Chicago. You draw too much attention to yourself. When you do that in Chicago, you draw attention to us. Al wants you out of town.
Nothing personal, Dutch. Just that we got a lot of heat on us. So we can't afford to attract any more, you know what I mean?
I understand completely. Only thing that bothers me is Scarface didn't come here to express his fears to me himself.
Yeah, well, Mr. Capone's a busy man. Bought you and your boys sleeper compartments back to New York. Some extra cash in there just to cover your expenses. I appreciate you being a gentleman about this.
Oh, hell, I might do the same thing if you and Scarface come to New York.
Hey, Al doesn't like to be called Scarface.
I'll remember that.
Bon voyage, Dutch.
Tell Scarface to look me up when he comes to New York.
I'll mention it to him.
You do that. Nobody tells Dutch Schultz what to do.
Watch. Watch. Watch.
Elliot.
I couldn't stop him.
You were just dreaming.
His voice, and it kept repeating, watch.
It's just a dream. Elliot. Honey, what are you looking for?
A battle in Butte, Brooklyn.
You don't drink?
I quit.
Elliot.
I can't quit.
Quit what?
I can't quit. Can't quit. Till they're all dead. Or until I'm dead.
Are you becoming what you're fighting?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hold it right there.
What can I tell you, fellas? I mean, it's probably just a bad nature prank. As far as I know, I don't have any enemies in Chicago.
You must have some idea who's responsible for the bombings.
What can I tell you, boys? There's a lot of lunatics running around. I mean, it could be anyone.
Maybe somebody's trying to send you a message.
A message? Hey, somebody wants to send me a message, may I suggest they use a 2-cent stamp, huh? Look, I gotta go, fellas. I'll tell you what, I find out who did it, you guys will be the first to know.
There's a story here, Mr. Capone. How about a break, Hank? Will you?
Gotta go, fellas. How you doing, fellas?
No?
What do you got, Frank?
Frank, you found something.
Hotel security guard found this outside this morning after the fire was put out.
Schultz is crazy.
Yeah. We ain't the only one.
So Capone didn't waste any time booking a train to New York.
There are going to be real fireworks over this, Elliot. No matter what Capone says to the press, he's not going to let Dutch Schultz blow up his car in front of his own headquarters. And that Schultz is just a mad, dangerous animal.
Mike, this goes way beyond Schultz. Lansky and Luciano pushed Capone into a prison sentence because he was making a little too much noise. Now here's Schultz, getting more headlines than Rudy Valley. They don't lift a finger. Capone is going to blow. When he does, I'm going to be there.
You sure you want to do this on your own?
I need you to keep an eye on Nitty while Capone's away. If things get too hot, I'll call. I want you and the boys on the next train.
Elliot, you're going to be a long way from home.
Yeah, well, so's Capone.
Yeah, but Capone grew up in New York. He's got friends there. You're going to be on your own. Now, you take care, my friend. Take real care.
Agent Stafford, please. Hello, Tim. Elliot. Ready for this? Schultz just blew in and out of Chicago. Laid down a challenge that Capone just can't resist. So now Snorky's on his way to New York to show Dutch just who America's top gangster is. So I'm gonna be there when the fireworks start. I'll see you there.
Right now, the guy's causing too much heat. Now, either you do something about him or I will.
You take it easy, Al. There's nothing we can do about him right now, so let's talk this thing out.
Time for talking's over, Charlie. Nobody brings their garbage to my city.
Listen, you're a reasonable man, Al. The Dutch man, he isn't.
You got no idea how unreasonable I can be, man.
Speak of the devil.
Read him and weep. You must be Scarface. Dutch Schultz. Sorry I missed you in Chicago.
What'd you call me?
Oh, you don't like your moniker? I always call a man by his nickname. Charlie Lucky, Little Man. You call me Dutchman. What brings you to New York?
You.
I'm flattered.
So tell me something, Dutch. Why is it always the little tough guys? Always gotta have big tough guy names. I mean, like Dutch, for instance. What's that all about? I mean, your name's Arthur, right? Arthur Flegenheimer. I guess if I had a tag like that, I'd want to change my name, too. So what does your mother call you? Artie?
Go away from me. Nobody never talked to me like that.
Take it easy. Dutchman, if you're feeling froggy, I'm just sitting over here on the lily pad just waiting for you to jump. Or don't you do your own jumping?
You are a funny guy. You know something? Normally, a guy's gonna talk to me like that, I'm gonna have to kill him. But you are a funny guy, Capone. You make me laugh.
Yeah, we're talking about funny. What's with that little stunt you pulled in Chicago a couple of days ago? You trying to send me a message?
Oh, no. I want to send a message. I go Western Union.
Well, I'm gonna send you a little message. You stay out of Chicago. And keep out of the headlines. What I suggest you do is you go somewhere you relax, take yourself a little trip, a vacation. If you don't, I'm gonna send you on a permanent one.
Vacation? Where am I gonna go? Miami? I've been there. California? I've been there. You name it, I've been there.
What about prison, for instance?
I've been there. You got any more travel tips? Charlie, Maya, tell this gent from the Middle West I'm the biggest earner in the 7 boroughs in Jersey, and if anybody asks me to go away, I'd start a war! Tell him that anybody who goes away because somebody tells him to go away is a chump! Hey!
Sit down, Frankie.
The ladies is waiting. Good to meet you, Scarface.
You kill him or I will.
He's a business partner, Al. We don't kill our business partners. I have to remind you that you can't do whatever you want in New York, Al.
All right, fellas. I mean, I tried to do this thing the right way, which is more than you two deserve. What can I say? I'm deeply disappointed. Go figure it.
Schultz, always stirring up the pot for Luciano and Lansky. Come on. I want you to meet the next governor of New York State.
Mr. Dewey, any comment on the grand jury's decision not to indict Schultz in the attempted murder of Hugo Dietrich?
Yes. Schultz was lucky. But it's just a matter of time until his luck runs out.
Can we expect another indictment against Schultz soon? One he won't be so lucky on?
Well, I think it's best not to print that sort of thing in the newspapers. I hear that Schultz has learned to read.
What about Luciano and Lansky?
Schultz takes the spotlight off of them. But once we get Schultz, Luciano and Lansky will follow.
Will this setback adversely affect public opinion in your run for governor?
You know, I think the public is very well aware of the difficulty of maintaining law and order in a gangster-ridden city such as this.
Mr. Dewey.
And you know, in our system of government, it's very important that the constitutional rights of every citizen be respected, even those of Dutch Schultz,
That's Elliott Ness,
until he's
isn't it?
proven guilty in a court of law.
Hey, what brings you to New York?
I had a sudden urge for a soft pretzel and a coney dog, boys.
Is there any truth to the rumor that Al Capone is in New York?
No comment.
What the hell did you bring Ness here for?
You said you wanted to meet him, Mr. Dewey.
There's really not much of a story.
I came to inform you that we just witnessed a meeting between Luciano, Lansky, Schultz, and Al Capone at the Waldorf.
Yankee Stadium's beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, Dutch Schultz says he's better looking than you. How about that?
Elliot! Welcome to New York. Glad you could make it. Gentlemen, I called Elliot and I asked him to come to New York when I found out that Al Capone is in town. There has just been a meeting of major underworld figures at the Waldorf Astoria.
Look, I want you to send every available man we got on the next train to New York. Lansky and Luciano can't control Schultz. He's running all over them. The time's finally come, Frank. We're gonna take over New York.
Oh, slow down, Al. Now, look, I thought you were going out there to straighten things out. I mean, what you're asking, it takes a lot of thought.
I give it plenty of thought. You should have seen the circus I seen today.
It's too shaky. Look, Al, my advice is you come back to Chicago. You shore up your alliances with the capos. Starting a war with New York's the last thing we need.
Look, Frank, the Schultz heat has got Lansky and Luciano here in footsteps. Now, we make the right move now. 24 hours, bingo. We're gonna own this whole city.
Al, I gotta disagree. We could be opening up a can of worms we'll never be able to close.
What the hell are you saying to me, Frank?
I'm saying you should give it some more thought so that you don't go off half-cocked.
What are you talking about, half-cocked? Frank, if I wanted to play it safe, I'd still be rolling drunks in Coney Island, all right? Now get out here with the boys. Frank's got cold feet.
Look what the cat dragged in, huh?
Hey, you looking good. You haven't changed in years. How you doing, fellas?
Neither of you, Al. You know, it's not every day we get a visit from the neighborhood guy who went on to become Al Capone, you know.
Yep, the D'Amato family hangout. They supply firepower to the mob.
And Capone's connection?
5 Points, Brooklyn. He and Gus D'Amato used to run the same rackets there as kids.
What brings you here?
Business and pleasure.
You come to the right place. Have a drink. Take a seat. Play some cards, huh? How you doing, Frankie? Good to see you.
Looks like times are hard, fellas, playing for dollars, ain't it?
Redeal this, huh? Deal him in.
Well, it looks innocent enough.
Let him out of our sight for 1 minute, things will heat up real quick.
Obsessed with this guy.
I lost 2 good agents to him. They tried to kill my wife.
I gotta tell you, Eliot, Watch your step. Dewey thinks New York belongs to him and him only.
I'm after Capone. I'm not after Dewey's headlines.
All I'm saying is just be careful. He's not going to let anything stand between him and the governor's mansion.
You sound scared, Tim.
He's got a lot of clout behind him. He could make life real difficult for the both of us.
Tim, wake up.
How you doing? They still there?
Yeah. Stupid bonehead trying to follow me in my own neighborhood. Let's have some fun with him.
Hey, you.
Fun, sister, you. Hey.
Somebody got a little problem. Somebody's following me. You still got the back door? What's the matter with you? You don't have any fresh tomatoes out here?
I got some beautiful ones inside. Come on.
You see him? No. Where is he?
Where's who?
Hold up at his warehouse on the east side. The gats you order are in the back.
Good work, Gus. Give him the money, Frankie.
I told you it'd be a snap.
Yeah. Get a light? Here you go.
That's cool.
The whole Dietrich gang.
Schultz finally got his man.
The Dutchman swore he'd get him.
Wait, where were they shot from?
I figure from the rooftops on both sides of the alley.
Al Capone. It's the same ambush he used to kill Jaime Weiss, the Johnson brothers, and Lou Lynch in Chicago back in 28, 29. Same crossfire angles, same weapons, same everything.
Capone? That's a reach, Elliot.
Tim, Capone and Rio did this probably with D'Amato weapons. Capone knew the Dutch Schultz would take the heat. He's tried to kill Dietrich before.
But why? What's the motive?
Throw the New York underworld into a tailspin so he can take over.
All right, let's have it.
Hugo Dietrich, Moss Gross, Ned Miller, Slick Hardy.
Stafford, who is this guy?
Detective Bradley, NYPD, homicide.
Oh. NYPD is being relieved by the special investigator on this. And check with my office before you talk to the press. I'll have your badge.
Sure thing. Wouldn't want to rob you of another headline, Mr. Dewey.
And you, Ness? You're just a regular Johnny on the spot, aren't you?
Your timing isn't so bad either, Mr. Prosecutor.
Only this happens to be my territory, isn't it? And Dutch Schultz is my #1 case.
Your boy Dutch didn't pull this one off.
Oh, really? Who did? Al Capone, I suppose?
His mark's all over it.
Oh, come off it, Ness. Schultz did it. He's the most notorious criminal in this country, and he's mine. Now, my advice to you is to get out of town. Get back to Chicago pronto, They'll be hell to pay. You got me?
Friendly fella.
Yeah, today's one of his good days.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid I have some grisly news for you. The monster Dutch Schultz has struck again.
You're the most famous gangster in town, Arthur.
Shut up, Ma. Can't you see I'm trying to read?
Remember your father's last words, Arthur. Do unto others before they do unto you.
Don't call me Arthur, Ma.
Arthur's your name, Arthur.
That damn Dewey! He's like some disease I can't shake. Yeah.
You crazy.
Dutch Schultz didn't do it!
Then who the hell did?
Probably Dewey, just to screw with me.
He says Dewey did it. Oh, please. You better lay real low, Dutch. Dewey's looking everywhere for you.
Hope he finds me. Put a bullet in his brain.
Dutch, you're becoming a big headache for all of us. Now you lay low, you hear me?
Dutch, who the hell would do it?
You're much better looking than these fellas, Arthur.
Better looking than who? Scarface did it. To make me look bad.
To make you look bad. And you make him look worse. That's what your father would have done, bless his soul. I said make him look worse.
Quit hitting me, Ma.
Are you listening to me, Arthur?
I hear you, Ma, loud and clear.
Wake up, Arthur. Two can play the same game.
Mr. Ness, a man just gave this to me. Thanks.
Pay run? Sure thing. Very much so, yeah.
Gentlemen,
Shape? I was looking for someone who sent me a note.
You came to the right place.
Let's go, Dutch! I'm gonna get you,
Apparently, is an ambush for Chicago Treasury agent Elliot Ness. The barrage of gunfire left two barbershop patrons dead and the owner
Dutchman's
of the
plan
shop
blew right in his face.
Mid-morning attacks sent shoppers on the street.
This whole thing is falling together, Frankie.
Bullets ricocheted off sidewalks and parked cars,
Payback time.
leaving the floor of the barbershop running with blood and pieces of shot-out mirror. Undisclosed police sources have been quoted as saying that the bold attack on a federal agent
Capone would never pull a stunt like this.
gang massacre signals open gang warfare in
The Dutchman's got to go, Maya.
Prosecutor Thomas C. Dewey was the first
Put it to a vote before the council.
Mr. Dewey pledges to stop the rising bloodshed and make the streets of New York once again safe for God-fearing citizens.
Well, we're gonna put every possible man we can on the case. And we'll do everything we can. Schultz will probably be holed up pretty tight for a couple of days. As soon as we know anything, we'll send reports.
Mr. Ness. You know, these people wouldn't be dead if you were back in Chicago where you belong.
I'm a federal agent working for the Treasury Department under the jurisdiction of Tim Stafford, the senior New York agent.
I don't care if you're working with God. I can't guarantee your safety here. I want you out of New York. There's a train leaving for Chicago at midnight. Be on it, or be forewarned. Stafford, you're a good man. Tell me, have you got a family?
Yes, I have a wife and a 9-year-old son, Nathan.
Oh, that's wonderful. A lot of responsibility, though, isn't it?
Oh, indeed. Sure.
Tell me, how would you like to consider moving that family to Albany? Or maybe even to Washington, D.C.? Be a substantial raise in pay for you. I want you to help me. I want you to see to it that Ness clears out. You do that?
Hey, got a little bit of service around here.
Yeah? What can I get you?
The usual.
Have fun, Tony.
How you doing?
I'm fine, I'm fine.
I need to ask you a little favor.
You in trouble?
Did you ever know me when I wasn't? You hear about the Dutchman?
Well, I hear that some people want him out of the way. I hear they're gonna have a sit-down about him.
Where?
Rialto Theater. Midday tomorrow. Ah, Spade. Don't insult me.
When I owe you, I can't repay you. Get over here. Take care of yourself.
I baked them for you specially. Chocolate chip, your favorite. I know what to do when my boy's having trouble sleeping, don't I?
It's that damn Capone.
Eat your cookies, drink your milk. There, you see? You're beginning to relax, just like you did when you were a baby. You know what I found today? Remember the book I used to read to you when you were a boy? I found it today. She crossed the meadow in the moonlight on the way to the arbor of their nightly tryst. She was dressed in a long white camisole. Beneath it, her naked flesh pulled magnetically toward him, like the planets toward the sun. He was waiting for her, naked under the gigantic oak tree. He was ready too, more than ready.
Who is it?
Frankie, it's me.
Frank. It's good to see you. Now look, I don't want you to try to talk me out of this one, you understand me?
Al, what you want to do is wrong. I'm telling you, if we make a move now, we're going to be marked lousy by every outfit, from Brooklyn to Los Angeles.
I disagree. Now look, sooner or later, they're gonna bring the wall back to us.
Well, then let's prepare for that. We can at least use the time to line things up right.
When I was away, Meyer and Charlie, they tried to take over Chicago. Now, we owed them one, Frank. Am I right or am I wrong, Frankie?
You're right, Al.
Now they're letting Schultz do whatever the hell he wants here. It's total chaos, Frank. I'll tell you right now, the fruit is just right for the picking. All we gotta do is reach up and pick.
Al, if there was ever a time that I'd go against you, it's now. But you're my brother, so I ain't gonna let you go this alone. I brought our best guys with me. The rest are on the way.
See, I told you wouldn't let me down. Hungry?
Yeah.
Come on, let's get some room service.
Hello? Elliot, big news. Nettie's putting mail on every train to New York.
Well, it sounds like troop movement to me, Mike.
Indeed it does.
This would be the time for Snorky to make his move against Luciano and Lansky.
Meanwhile, Schultz is making some moves of his own. Yeah, I'll fill you in. Suffice it to say, I'm not making any friends here.
Get everybody on the next train. I'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
All right, what's going on here?
He tried
tried to rape me.
Is this some kind of a joke?
He threw me on the ground. He ripped my dress, tried to rape me.
All right, buddy, you're under arrest.
I'm Elliot Ness. I'm a federal agent with...
Hey! Look, I don't care if you're J. Edgar Hoover. Either you cooperate or you don't.
Let me guess here. Tom Dewey. Am I right?
Come on, buddy. You're going downtown.
You know, wouldn't look too good if the newspapers in Chicago got a hold of these.
While I'm sitting here, Capone is moving men into New York on every train. You are going to need every man you've got.
You have a choice, Mr. Ness. Either you leave New York, or this file goes back to Chicago.
You play hardball, don't you, Dewey?
Well, it sounds like you have the situation very much under control, sir. You bet. I'll let you know if there's any new developments. How long? That was Mr. Dewey. He said you agreed to leave New York.
What do you do, Tim? Promise you a job in Albany?
It's none of your business.
No. Well, I'll tell you what is my business. Capone is making a move on New York.
Doesn't have enough men to
He's
make a
bringing
move.
gunmen in on every train out of Chicago. New York's about to have the biggest gang war in its history.
Stafford. Where?
That was your informant, wasn't it?
I want you on the next train to Chicago, Elliot. That's an order!
I want that information!
Let go!
Did you forget what you took this job for? To put away people like Capone. Now you're just like the rest of them. Out for yourself, watching your ass as you climb up that ladder. I want that information!
Go to hell!
So help me, Tim.
Luciano and Lansky called a council meeting.
Tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock.
The Rialto Theater. Crazy bastard.
So Lansky and Luciano finally decided Schultz was too crazy even for them, huh?
That's right. But what they don't know is that it's Capone who made their decision for them.
That crossfire Rubitag Snorky's trademark. I can't believe nobody sees what he's up to.
Politics, Lanny. Politics.
Exactly. See, Mr. Dewey wants to make damn sure that his name stays in the headlines, even if that means that Capone takes over New York's rackets. We don't want that to happen. Let's go. So welcome to New York, boys. Let's go catch a show.
Boys, show opens in less than 2 weeks. We still need investors.
Is that Capone?
He'll be here.
All right. We all know why we're here. We all know Dutch Schultz is bringing down heat. He's jeopardizing our mutual interests. Now, as much as we all like the Dutchman, he's making it almost impossible to keep him around.
Now that is a roll call from hell.
Joe Adonis, Joe Bonanno, Frank Costello,
Em Mellis, Lemke Buchhalter,
Guido Genovese,
Elliot.
and there's the devil himself.
Oh. We don't move until Capone opens it up.
Got it. Look, all our friends are here. It's like a gangster convention. We hit the jackpot, Frank. When do we hit him? As soon as he'll leave him. Nice show, huh, Frank? It's gonna be.
The son of a bitch. Ever since Schultz hit Kraut Dietrich, the cops and feds have been breaking like stones.
Now we do this right. We take a vote.
How? Schultz. Like a dream come true.
Well, I don't trust him anymore. I say out.
Oh, he's got to go.
Yeah? Okay by me.
I say he goes.
It's unanimous.
Not exactly. You really think your jokers can take out the Dutchman?
You left us no choice, Dutch. You're ruining our business.
You're not big enough to take out Dutch Schultz. I'm king of New York!
You're crazy, Dutch. You don't have a chance.
I don't hear you, Charlie. What did you say? I don't have a chance? Hold it!
It's easy, Dutch. Don't do it.
All right, stay where you are.
Let's go for Capone. Ditch the guns.
You're under arrest for conspiracy.
What conspiracy? These gentlemen are potential investors for our show.
Let's go, come on. What's going on? Right up there. All right, hold on now. Yeah, shut your trap. Take it easy, dude. Everybody goes in the wagon, everybody.
What are you doing here, man?
Stop by to say hi. Mind if I look?
Look for what? I'm over here watching the show. You know, I've been thinking about making an investment in it.
Tony,
Clean, Elliot.
let's go home.
Capone, you're under arrest.
For what? For being a music lover? If you guys want to arrest me, go ahead. But I'll be out before you can book me.
He's right. Your timing couldn't be worse. You're not only an arrogant fool, you're dangerous.
Are you through, Ness?
Yeah. Tim. On your way up the political ladder?
Well, Schultz, I guess it's the end of the line for you.
Maybe yes, maybe no.
All right, Schultz, let's go. Hold his arm.
Maybe there is some justice after all. Arthur Flagenheimer, you're under arrest.
What for, cover?
For being alive, Dutch.
Wait a minute, this is my prisoner. You have no authority here.
But I do. This man's a federal prisoner. If you interfere as senior agent of the New York office, I'll place you under arrest.
Wait a minute, you can't arrest me. I'm the special prosecutor.
Just try me, Mr. Dewey. Just try me.
You're making a big mistake, Stafford.
Get him out of here.
Clocks are talking. Balls have ears. Nails in my brain. Teeth and smiles and nails. What's wrong, Arthur?
Step aside.
You believe this guy going out talking to himself? It's too bad you came tonight, Ness. A couple more minutes and I would have taken them all out. Then it'd be just you and me.
It is just you and me, Capone. To the end.
To the end, my friend.
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন, এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই, এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না, সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আমার রেসিপির নাম হলো ভেলভেটি কোকোয়া ক্রেভিং।
জান্নাত, কি করেন আপনি?
আমার একটা অনলাইন পেজ আছে যেখানে বাসায় ফুড বানিয়ে সেটা কি বলে সেল করি। কারিগরি প্রশিক্ষণ কেন্দ্র থেকে কয়েকটা বেকিং এবং কুকিংয়ের উপরে সার্টিফাইড কোর্স করেছি এবং বর্তমানে এখন ডিপ্লোমা কালিনারি ম্যানেজমেন্টের উপরে ডিপ্লোমা করছি।
কেন এত পড়াশোনা করেছেন কালিনারি নিয়ে?
নিজেকে একজন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হিসেবে দেখতে চাই।
যখন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হয়ে যাবেন, আমি লাস্ট 7 বছর ঈদে কখনো ছুটি নেইনি। সো ঈদ কমপ্লিটলি গন, হলিডেজ কমপ্লিটলি গন। ফ্যামিলি এটা রাজি হবে? ফ্যামিলি মানবে?
আমি 8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না, সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আর চাকরি যখন করেছি তখন আমার ছেলেকে আমার মা, আমার বোন, ওরা হলো কি দেখাশোনা করেছে।
আপনার কেন মনে হচ্ছে যে সেরা রাঁধুনি সেই প্ল্যাটফর্ম যেটা আপনাকে শেফ হতে সাহায্য করবে?
যারা এই কালিনারি জগতে আসতে চায় তাদের জন্য একটা সেরা প্ল্যাটফর্ম হলো সেরা রাঁধুনি। সব কিছু একটা শক্ত হাতের প্রয়োজন হয় কোনো কিছুতে সামনে আগিয়ে যেতে, তো আমার কাছে শক্ত হাত সেই সেরা রাঁধুনিটা।
শেফ, আমরা কি করতে পারি বলেন?
নিয়ে যাই ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে।
ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
4 বছরের অপেক্ষা।
কি নাম তোমার?
ফাতেমা খাতুন ঋতু।
কি বানিয়েছো আজকে?
ডেজার্ট বানিয়েছি হানি সানফ্লাওয়ার। আমি এখানে বাকলাভা করছি ক্রিম চিজ দিয়ে, যেখানে আমি ক্রিম চিজ ইউজ করেছি হানি।
সো দিস ইজ আ বাকলাভা
এবং চিজ।
আউটার লেয়ারটা বাকলাভা
এবং উপরে চিজ কেক।
এন্ড দেন দিস
দম চিকেন, আর ওইটা নান বানাইছি আমি।
এই দুটো রেসিপি থেকে যদি যে কোনো একটা সিলেক্ট করতে হয়, আমি যদি বলি আপনাকে আমি একটার জন্য মার্ক করব, সেটা কি হবে?
তাহলে বাকলাভা চিজ কেক।
কেন?
বাকলাভা আমার বেকিং খুব ভালো লাগে করতে।
কয়েকটি কুইজিনের নাম বলেন।
আচ্ছা, মানে আমি ইতালিয়ান, তারপর এইভাবে বলবো কি পাস্তা, তারপর পিৎজা। ইন্ডিয়ান কুইজিনের মধ্যে আসে বিরিয়ানি, তারপর হলো বিভিন্ন ধরনের রায়তা, রাবড়ি, এগুলা। আর টার্কিশ ডেজার্ট করেছি। টার্কিশ ডেজার্টে বাকলাভা তো আসেই। থাই কুইজিনে হলো টম ইয়াম স্যুপ আছে, তারপরে হলো থাই ফ্রাইড রাইস আছে। একটু
লেটস সে আমরা আপনাকে আজকে সিলেক্ট করলাম, আপনি শোতে এসে শো জিতে গিয়েছেন,
ওকে,
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন, এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই, এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
যতটুকু হোক, ছোট হোক বা বড় হোক, যতটুকু হোক আমি করব।
যদি আজকে এখানে সুযোগ না পান তাহলে কি আপনার জার্নিটা থেমে যাবে?
না না না, অবশ্যই না, আমি আবার চেষ্টা করব।
আই লাইক দ্য স্পিরিট। আপনার ফুডের টেস্ট ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এখন খুশি হতে পারেন। আপনাকে যখন 15 লাখ টাকা জিতেছেন, আপনি ইমাজিন করতে বলছে আপনি অনেক খুশি হয়ে গিয়েছিলেন।
না না, এমন কিছু না। ঢাকা অবধি যাই তখন হয়তো ইমাজিন করতে পারবো যে আমি অনেকটা একটা ধাপ হলেও এগিয়ে আসতে পারছি।
ইমাজিন করেন আপনি ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়ে গিয়েছেন।
হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা,
পেয়ে গিয়েছেন
সত্যি?
জি, চলে আসুন।
ঠিকই জানি আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাঁধুনি।
Làm không thừa đâu, một ngày chỉ kiếm thêm cũng được. Mà giả đi. Lấy con cái Max 64GB gì? Alo, đợi tí tao nói cho cái này nhá, đợi xíu. Ok, và mình đã dùng xong màu xanh để tô bức tranh rồi. Và tiếp theo thì mình sẽ dùng màu đỏ để tô tiếp tục bức tranh nha. Mình sẽ cất màu xanh đi và lấy màu đỏ. Mày ơi, mai mày lên Hà Nội đúng không? Mấy giờ mày lên? 3-4 giờ chiều. Tao nhờ mày cầm hộ tao điện thoại lên nhá. Tao hứa là sẽ không phải điện thoại ăn cắp đâu. Tao chưa. Con chị tao mất điện thoại. Tao mua của cái anh Ngọc Đại ở dưới Cẩm Lý. Mà tao chưa lên. Thứ tư tao mới lên ý. Thì nó mất điện thoại rồi. Tức lắm, tao đang đi lên đầu vừa chửi nó xong. Thế nhá, thì tao nhờ mày cầm lên của tao. Ở trọ tao luôn ấy. Đó là của tao mà. Thì mày cứ cầm lên đầu ngõ, nó không phải đi vào đâu. Thôi để tao lấy cho tao kiểm tra máy xong rồi tao đưa cho mày sau. Ok, tao hỏi. Ok. Thế sao lại lên sớm ấy? Thứ ba học à? Hay là gì? Sớm à? Mẹ ơi, chết rồi. Mẹ ơi, tao đã tìm được chân ái cuộc đời khi tao không có xe về. Đó chính là mày. Mẹ ơi, mùa lạnh. Không sao, tao đã tìm được chân ái cuộc đời. Mà mày có ô tô, mùa lạnh tao sẽ bắt mày đi ô tô về kèm tao về cho tao đỡ lạnh. Mày có biết lái thật không vậy? Tao cứ sợ ấy, hôm nọ mày lái xe máy cho tao ngồi đằng sau, nhiều lúc tao cũng sợ là mày sẽ ngã. Nên là lúc nào mày đi nhanh ấy, tao cũng sợ ấy. Mày ơi, nhiều người bằng thi cũng có ok đâu. Lên cao tốc mày nhớ đi cẩn thận. Ok, hôm nào mà mùa đông về mày nhớ cho tao về ghé cho tao đỡ lạnh nhé. Ok, có gì để mai tao bảo tao xem anh ấy điện thoại, sẵn điện thoại không. Mày ơi, mày biết con chị tao nó mất điện thoại kiểu gì không? Nó đi công viên Thống Nhất. Nó đi công viên Thống Nhất. Kiểu là nó ngồi ở cái ghế đá. Thế xong nó cầm máy ảnh, nó đi xuống cái hồ đấy cách đúng một bước chân. Thì nó để điện thoại ở chỗ ghế đá đấy với cả một thằng nữa, thằng bạn nó á. Thế là hai đứa xuống cách hồ, cách một cái bước chân đấy xuống hồ để chụp ảnh. Xong quay lên chắc được 3 phút thì mất cái điện thoại luôn. Thằng kia còn mất con iPhone 11, con chị tao may mất iPhone 8. Cả hai đứa đều mất. Cả hai đứa đều để. Thôi, tao khóa máy của chị tao rồi, tao nghĩ nó sẽ phá thôi, tại con chị tao máy ấy. Khổ, hèn quá. Thôi, tao nói để cho mày tin tưởng là không phải điện thoại ăn cắp rồi. Ok, bye bye. Không sao đâu mà. Mình lên giải trình một lần nữa thôi. Tao gọi điện á, nên tao mới không nhắn tin ấy. Mày thấy tao khổ chưa? Không sao mà. Ok, và mình đã tô xong bức tranh rồi. Bây giờ mình sẽ cất cái màu xanh nước biển mà mình vừa tô đây nha. Và mình sẽ cho các bạn xem bức tranh của mình sau khi đã tô màu xong nhé. Và đây là bức tranh của mình sau khi đã được tô màu hoàn thiện. Và video của mình đến đây là kết thúc rồi. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn ở video tiếp theo nha. Bye bye.
কিভাবে খাবো এটা?
এটা স্যার প্রথমে ক্র্যাক করতে হবে।
সুন্দর, চমৎকার।
আবার যদি 1 মার্কের জন্য আটকে যান তাহলে কি করবেন?
নিজেকে আরো প্রিপেয়ার করব,
আবার আসবেন?
আবার আসবো।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম। ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
মুনির আবার চলে এসেছেন?
জি।
কেন?
স্যার আসলে এই সময়টা আসলে না নিজেকে আসলে ঠিক রাখতে পারি না যে না যাই।
এ নিয়ে কতবার আসলেন?
চতুর্থবার।
লাস্ট বার কি হয়েছিল?
0.5 এর জন্য বাদ পড়েছি আর কি।
ফার্স্ট অফ অল বিউটিফুল প্রেজেন্টেশন, বিউটিফুল। আমি জানি না এটা আপনি কি বানিয়েছেন, আমি জিজ্ঞেস করবো, বাট আপনার লাস্ট সিজনের ডিশেসের কথা হালকা মনে আছে, একটু যদি বলতেন লাস্ট সিজন কি বানিয়েছিলেন?
স্যার লাস্ট সিজন আমার একটা স্টিম ফিশ ছিল আর সাথে একটা কেক ছিল, মুস কেক ছিল।
রাইট রাইট। সো
এবার স্যার বাসন্তী পোলাও আর চিচিঙ্গা চিংড়ি নারিকেল দুধে।
চিচিঙ্গা চিংড়ির এই প্রেজেন্টেশন কেন করলেন? সুন্দর হয়েছে,
খুবই সুন্দর।
কেন এটা করলেন?
স্যার আমার কাছে মনে হয়েছে আমাদের দেশীয় খাবারটা একটু কিভাবে ইনোভেটিভ ভাবে চিন্তা করা যায়।
ট্রাই করতে পারবো।
মনির এটা কি?
এটা স্যার ফ্রেঞ্চ ডেজার্ট করেছি। এটা সাধারণত মুস দিয়ে করা হয়, আমাদের এখানে তো লম্বা সময় থাকতে হবে, যার কারণে আমি ভিতরে চকলেট ব্রাউনি এবং ক্যারামাইস অ্যাপেল অ্যাড করেছি।
ভেরি নাইস। কিভাবে খাবো এটা?
এটা স্যার প্রথমে ক্র্যাক করতে হবে।
সুন্দর, চমৎকার।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
উনি লাস্ট সিজন থেকে এই সিজন পর্যন্ত আপনি বেকিং রিলেটেড কি করেছেন?
বেশ কিছু ধরনের কুকিজ, কেক, এই আইটেমগুলোর উপরে আমি প্রায় 3 মাসের একটা কোর্স করেছি।
আচ্ছা।
আর কুকিংয়ে তো বেশ আগে থেকেই আসি।
রান্না শিখতেছেন, হ্যাঁ রান্না শিখতেছেন, এটা প্রফেশনালি এটাকে এখনো নিচ্ছেন না কেন? আপনি প্রাইভেট সেক্টরে জব করতেছেন।
অবশ্যই এটা আমি প্রফেশনে নিব, নিজে হয়তো বা উদ্যোক্তা হয়ে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট করব, নিজেদের যেহেতু একটা বেকিং সেক্টরের একটা ব্যবসা আছে, চিন্তা ভাবনা আছে স্যার যে ভালো একটা কিছু করব এবং এই বিজনেসটাই শুরু করব।
হোপ দ্যাট এবার আপনি নেক্সট স্টেপটা নিতে পারেন, বা যদি না নেন তাহলে আপনাকে বুঝতে হবে কোথায় বারবার আটকে যাচ্ছেন, রাইট? ইট ক্যান নট বি দ্য সেম এভরি টাইম যে আসলাম, ওয়েটিং কার্ড নিলাম, চলে গেলাম। ঠিক আছে, চলে আসেন
প্লিজ আসুন।
ওয়েটিং কার্ডটা পেয়ে গেছি, অনেক ভালো লাগতেছে। যদি অ্যাফ্রনটা পেয়ে যায় তাহলে আরও ভালো লাগবে, গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনে যেতে পারবো। গত 3 সিজনের যে অভিজ্ঞতাটা হয়েছে, আমার যে ভুলগুলো ছিল সেই ভুলগুলো সূত্রে এবার জাজদের কমেন্ট অনেক ভালো ছিল। আশা করতেছি গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনে যেতে পারবো।
আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাধুনী।
লোপা,
জি স্যার।
লাস্ট কবে অ্যাপ্লাই করেছিলেন সেরা রাঁধুনিতে?
গত সিজনে।
কি হলো গত সিজনে?
একটুর জন্য।
বাট আজকে আমি সব ডিশ দেখে আমার মনে হচ্ছে ওয়াও।
প্রেজেন্টেশন খুবই সুন্দর হয়েছে।
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
একটু ডিশগুলো ডেসক্রাইব করবেন, এটা কি অ্যান্ড এটা কি?
এটা হচ্ছে ফ্রেঞ্চ ডেজার্ট, স্ট্রবেরি অঞ্চমি, এটা কাচ্চি বিরিয়ানি, সঙ্গে শামি কাবাব, আলু বকরা চাটনি।
ভালো হয়েছে।
থ্যাঙ্কস।
এটা কি দিয়েছো? স্ট্রবেরি?
ওটা স্ট্রবেরি ইনসার্ট, স্ট্রবেরি পিউরি, সঙ্গে একটু সুগার,
জেলাটিন। খুবই ভালো লাগছে।
কি করেন আপনি?
অনলাইনে কেক সেল করি, উদ্যোক্তা আর কি। ওর সঙ্গে ক্লাসও নিয়ে থাকি আর কি, কেকের উপরে, ডেজার্টের উপরে।
কেকটা ভালো হয়েছে, টেস্ট লুক ওয়াইজ খুবই সুন্দর। আপনি ঝাল খাবার বানাতে পারেন?
জি স্যার।
বিদেশি কি ধরনের খাবার রান্না করেন?
থাই স্যুপ করতে পারি, চিকেন ফ্রাই করতে পারি,
জি,
হোল রোস্ট করতে পারি।
এটা কি শামি কাবাব?
জি,
ভালো হয়েছে।
থ্যাঙ্কস।
এবার যদি আপনি আমাদের সাথে ওয়েটিং রাউন্ড পর্যন্ত আসেন এবং আবার যদি 1 মার্কের জন্য আটকে যান তাহলে কি করবেন?
নিজেকে আরো প্রিপেয়ার করব।
আবার আসবেন?
আবার আসবো।
আমরা আপনাকে এবার আবার ওয়েটিং রাউন্ডে দেখতে চাই, চলে আসেন। Congratulations. Thank you, Lopa. Good luck.
থ্যাংকস থ্যাংকস ম্যাম। গতবার অডিশনে আমি 1 মার্কের জন্য গ্র্যান্ড অডিশন পর্যন্ত যেতে পারিনি। এবার আশা রাখছি যে আমি যেতে পারবো এবং আমার খাবার খেয়ে জাজরা অনেক বেশি প্রশংসা করেছে, তাদের খুবই পছন্দ হয়েছে সবগুলা খাবার।
Mình sẽ lấy cả màu vàng để tô những cái chấm trên cái con quay này nữa nha. Mình sẽ tô cả cái viền dưới này của con quay bọc màu vàng này nữa nha. Ok, và tiếp theo thì mình đã tô xong màu vàng này rồi.
দর্শক, আমি এই মুহূর্তে রয়েছি বাংলাদেশের দ্বিতীয় বন্দর নগরী খুলনাতে এবং খুলনার চুই ঝাল আমাদের সবার ভীষণ পছন্দের। তবে খুলনা বিভাগের রাঁধুনিরা চলে এসেছেন কারণ তাদের স্বপ্ন একটাই, তারা হতে চায় সেরা রাঁধুনি। সেই স্বপ্ন আসলে কতটা বুনতে পারবেন এবং সামনে পথ চলতে পারবেন সেটা জানা যাবে একটু একটু করে। তবে তারা এসেছেন তাদের নিজেদের রেসিপি নিয়ে। আজকে সেই রেসিপি আমাদের বিজ্ঞ বিচারকের সামনে তুলে ধরবেন এবং এখান থেকে আমরা পেয়ে যাব ঢাকার গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনে কারা অংশগ্রহণ করছেন। আমি এই মুহূর্তে কথা বলতে চাই একজন প্রতিযোগীর সঙ্গে, দেখি তার মনের ভেতর কি চলছে। কেমন আছেন?
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
আপনার রেসিপি কি?
হাঁসের মাংস নারকেল দিয়ে।
আপনি কি শুধু দেশি ফুডই বানাতে পারেন নাকি বিদেশি ফুডও পারেন?
পারি বিদেশি খাবারও, কিন্তু বাংলাটা ট্রেডিশন, সেজন্য বাংলাটাই নিয়ে আসছি।
সো কি মনে হচ্ছে, কতটুকু কনফিডেন্ট যে কত দূর যেতে পারবেন?
ইনশাআল্লাহ আমি ঢাকা পর্যন্ত যাব।
আমি কথা বলবো এই মুহূর্তে আরও একজন প্রতিযোগীর সঙ্গে। খুলনার ভাষায় কিছু একটা আমাদেরকে বলুন যে কি আপনি রেঁধে এনেছেন এবং কি আজকে আপনি আসলে আমাদের বিজ্ঞ বিচারকদেরকে খাওয়াতে চান, সেই কথাগুলোই আপনি আজকে খুলনার ভাষাতে বলবেন।
আমি আজকে নিয়ে আসছি হলো গিয়া আচারি গ্রিল চিকেন। এটা জম্মের মজা, এটা একবার যে খাইবে সে একদম খাইতেই থাকবে, জম্মের মজা করে খাইবে।
আপনি কি কোথাও রান্না শেখেন নাকি একদম নিজের থেকে?
আমি রান্না শিখছি, শিখে এখন আমি একজন উদ্যোক্তা, আমি হোমমেড ফুড সাপ্লাইয়ার। আর সেরা রাঁধুনিতে আগে একবার আসছিলাম, এখানে আমার দ্বিতীয়বার।
আগেরবার কত দূর যেতে পেরেছিলেন?
আমি 1424 একবার আসছিলাম, তখন আমি কোথাও রান্না শিখি নাই। স্যার বলছিল যে আপনি আগে রান্না শিখেন, রান্না জানেন, তারপর এখানে আসবেন। তো আমি এই কয় বছর রান্না শিখে, রান্না করে এবং উদ্যোক্তা হয়ে তারপর এখানে আসছি। আমি
অনেক অনেক শুভকামনা আপনার জন্য এবং আমি মনে করি যে বাকিদেরও আপনার মতো হওয়া উচিত এবং আপনাকে দেখে অনুপ্রাণিত হবার অনেক কিছু আছে। শুভকামনা। কি নাম আপনার?
আতিকা বিনতে জিল্লুর রহমান।
আপনি এর আগে কখনো এসেছেন নাকি এবারই প্রথম?
এবারই প্রথম।
যে খাবারটি রেঁধেছেন, এই খাবারটি কখনো নিজের বাবাকে খাইয়েছেন?
হ্যাঁ, যেহেতু আমি কেক বেকার, তো কেক আমার রীতিমতো বানানো পড়ে। আর আজকে আমি এখানে কেক নিয়ে এসেছি, তো কেক খাওয়ানো হয়েছে।
অনেক শুভকামনা আপনার জন্য। দর্শক, আমি কথা বলবো আরও একজনের সঙ্গে। এদিকে দেখতে পাচ্ছি, আপনি কি রান্না কোথাও শেখেন নাকি একেবারে সম্পূর্ণ নিজের থেকে তৈরি করেন খাবার?
আমি নিজের থেকে অথেন্টিক এবং ফিউশন ট্রাই করি এবং অনলাইন এবং বিভিন্ন কোর্স থেকেও শেখা হয়।
রান্না করার বাইরে আর কি করেন আপনি?
আর রান্না করার বাইরে অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমি অনার্স ফাইনাল ইয়ারের স্টুডেন্ট। আর এর বাইরেও বিভিন্ন অর্গানাইজিং ইভেন্টে কাজ করি এবং আবৃত্তি করা হয়।
দর্শক, একজন প্রতিযোগী পেলাম যিনি খুব ভালো আবৃত্তি করেন। অবশ্য অনেকে হয়তো এসে রান্নার কথাই বলেন, কবিতার কথা বলা হয় না, বাট এই মুহূর্তে আমি একটু দুলাইন আবৃত্তি শুনতে চাই। সম্ভব সেটা শোনানো?
নিশ্চয়ই। আবৃত্তি করছি আবু জাফর ওবায়দুল্লাহর মাগো ওরা বলে। কুমড়ো ফুলে ফুলে নুয়ে পড়েছে লতাটা, সজনে ডাটায় ভরে গেছে গাছটা। খোকা তুই কবে ফিরবি, কবে ছুটি? চিঠিটা তার পকেটে ছিল ছেঁড়া আর রক্তে ভেজা। মাগো ওরা বলে সবার কথা কেড়ে নেবে, তোমার কোলে শুয়ে গল্প শুনতে দেবে না।
অনেক শুভকামনা আপনার জন্য।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
কেমন আছেন?
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, ভালো আছি।
এর আগে আপনি এসেছিলেন সম্ভবত?
জি, গতবার এসেছিলাম।
তখন কত দূর পর্যন্ত যাওয়ার সুযোগ হয়েছিল?
গতবার খুলনা অডিশনে আমি 4 নাম্বার পজিশনে ছিলাম। 1 পয়েন্ট সামথিং এর জন্য আমি যাইতে পারিনি ঢাকা পর্যন্ত।
রেসিপি কি?
ফ্রেঞ্চ ডেজার্ট অ্যান্ড কাচ্চি বিরিয়ানি।
আপনার জন্য অনেক শুভকামনা রইল, দেখা যাক কি হয়।
থ্যাঙ্কস।
Ok, vậy là mình đã dùng xong màu tím để tô bức tranh rồi. Và tiếp theo thì mình sẽ lấy màu xanh nước biển để tô nốt cái phần ở giữa này là đã hoàn thiện xong bức tranh rồi nha. Vậy là mình đã tô xong bức tranh rồi, nhưng cái bức tranh của mình thì nó vẫn hơi lem lem ra ngoài một xíu. Thì mình sẽ dùng màu trắng để sửa lại cái phần đó nha, cho bức tranh của mình đẹp nhất nhá. Và video của mình đã xong rồi vì mình đã sửa xong bức tranh rồi nha. Và bây giờ mình sẽ cất màu trắng này đi và mình sẽ cho các bạn xem bức tranh của mình sau khi đã tô màu hoàn thiện nhé. Và đây là bức tranh của mình sau khi đã được tô màu xong. Các bạn thấy bức tranh của mình có đẹp không nào? Vậy là video hướng dẫn tô màu của mình đến đây là kết thúc rồi. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn ở video tiếp theo nha. Bye bye. Và mình sẽ tô cả cái bánh xe đằng sau y hệt như vậy đi nhá. Mẹ ơi, cho con mượn điện thoại được không? Hả? Cho con mượn điện thoại. Bác Khánh gọi nhưng mà Khánh gọi em vẫn đang ấy. Bảo gì em ạ?
Dung Hoàng dãn quá. Phòng người bà đổ chỗ rau đấy bóng hơn. Bà cũng chưa về. Bà cũng chưa về. Chó gì mà nhổ này nát bét. Chỗ rau này đã đủ ăn.
Alo ạ? Bà Khanh ơi, con đang quay video, bà vừa gọi gì ấy hả?
Bà bảo đưa ấy đi rồi. Bà con chị phải về, không thể bắt chị Thảo ấy nhá.
Vâng.
Bà làm xong rồi, còn một tí nữa bà về nhá.
রোকসানা লাস্ট সিজন থেকে বাদ হয়ে যাওয়ার পরে গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনে কি করলেন?
2 মাস ঘুমাতে পারিনি।
লাস্ট ইয়ার থেকে আপনার ফুড ইমপ্রুভ হয়েছে?
জি, আমি নিজে বিশ্বাস করি। এখন দিবেন।
আমি ঠিকই জানি আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাধুনী।
কি নাম আপনার?
আমার নাম সানামি কাহানি।
কি বানিয়েছেন আজকে?
কোয়েল বারবিকিউ উইথ ম্যাশ পটেটো আর একটা অরেঞ্জ হানি সস বানিয়েছি।
এই প্লেটিং করা কোথায় শিখলেন?
এটা ইউটিউব থেকে নিজে নিজে শেখা।
ক্যাভিয়ার নিজে বানিয়েছেন?
জি।
এটা কি?
নাম কি এটা? এটা লেমন টার্ট বানিয়েছি।
আপনি সেকেন্ড টাইম অ্যাপ্লাই করতেছেন?
শিওর।
স্যার, আপনার ফ্যামিলিতে কে কে আছে?
আমার ফ্যামিলিতে আমার হাজবেন্ড, আমার একটা ছেলে আছে, ক্লাস 6 এ পড়ে।
যদি আমরা আপনাকে সিলেক্ট করি তাহলে আপনি আমাদের সাথে 2.5 মাসের জন্য চলে যেতে হবে।
কোনো সমস্যা হবে না।
আমার মনে হয় সাইমা লাস্ট ইয়ার থেকে আপনার ফুড ইমপ্রুভ হয়েছে?
জি, আমি নিজে বিশ্বাস করি।
না, রিয়েলি ইমপ্রুভ হয়েছে।
জি, অনেক।
The Koel tastes really good.
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
তারপর আমি সেকেন্ডে একটা পিস দিলাম।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
টেস্ট রিলি গুড, ম্যাশ পটেটো ভেরি নাইসলি ডান, সসটা মজা, আপনার ক্রিয়েটিভিটি শো করার চান্স পেয়েছেন অ্যান্ড ইউ ডিড দ্যাট। সো
এখন দিবেন?
এটা একদম ভালো জিনিস। ভাবছি
কি করলে রাজি হবেন ম্যাম?
ফুড নিয়ে ভবিষ্যৎ কি পরিকল্পনা সেটা?
ম্যাম আমার সত্যি কথা বলতে আমার রেস্টুরেন্ট দেওয়ার ইচ্ছা। হাজব্যান্ড সরকারি চাকরি করে, সে যথেষ্ট আমাকে সাপোর্ট দেন, কিন্তু নিজের যে একটা আমার মানে আমি চাই আমি আমার ইচ্ছা মতো আমি করবো, সেই জিনিসটা পাওয়ার জন্য তো আমার
না কোয়ালিটি ভালো তো
অবশ্যই আমার দরকার থাকছে।
আমি ওয়েটিং কার্ডই দিব আপনাকে।
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, যেটা
ঠিক আছে।
ঠিকই জানি কি জানি আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাধুনী।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। রোকসানা ভালো আছেন?
জি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
নার্ভাস নাকি? নার্ভাস হওয়ার কথা না তো, গত সিজনে আপনি আমাদের সাথে গ্র্যান্ড অডিশন প্রজেক্টে
এসেছিলাম।
গিয়েছিলেন। তারপর কি বানিয়েছেন আজকে?
বাটার পোস্ট প্রন।
ভেরি নাইস, লুকস বিউটিফুল।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
তেলের মধ্যে নাইস।
রোকসানা লাস্ট সিজন থেকে বাদ হয়ে যাওয়ার পরে গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনে কি করলেন?
2 মাস ঘুমাতে পারিনি।
2 মাস ঘুমাতে পারেনি,
তারপর আবার শেখা শুরু করছি।
প্রফেশনালি কোথাও শিখেছেন?
শিখেছি আইসরাইতে।
আচ্ছা,
ডিপ্লোমা করেছেন?
কোনটা একদম চমৎকার গান হয়েছে।
এত ডেসপারেটলি আপনি বারবার কেন আমাদের শোতে আসতে চাচ্ছেন?
কি বলবো কি জানি, এটা
আপনি এখানে লিখেছেন এটা আমার স্বপ্ন। স্বপ্নটা কি আর কি করতে হবে?
আরো অনেক বাকি আছে, অনেক শিকার বাকি আছে, এবং শিখাও মানে আমি শিখে আমি আবার আমার গ্রামের মানুষকে শিখাবো, তুলে আনবো সবাইকে, এটা আমার ইচ্ছা।
আপনার রেসিপি সিলেকশনটা পারফেক্ট ছিল। সিম্পল ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্ট, জাস্ট বাটার, সল্ট অ্যান্ড পেপার দিয়ে একটা অনেক মজার সস আপনি বানাতে পেরেছেন।
ইমপ্রুভ হয়েছে,
অনেক ইমপ্রুভ হয়েছে আমি বলবো।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ ইমপ্রুভ হয়েছে শেফ। আমার মনে হয় আমরা তাকে একটা ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে দিতে পারি।
জি
থ্যাংক ইউ।
চলে আসেন।
আমার মাঝে আমি